Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Welcome back. It's Darryl Bumpass Sr. joining us here. Yeah, we need to talk. Actually, one of his books. He's got many books out there. He's also a world-renowned speaker, coach, and he's here today. We're going to dive into forms of income, which leads us to another one of his books. How ironic. Darryl, say hello and please introduce yourself to everyone today.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Jill. My name is Darryl Bumpass Sr. I'm a certified life coach, best-selling author, self-investment expert. I help people get out of their own way.
And you're helping so many with your books, with your knowledge. And yeah, he's so modest. Tell us, I know today we're going to talk about income. What's the significance of having income, making income? What is it? What's the terminology? What's the book called?
You need an income, not a job.
Thank you.
You need an income, not a job.
Beautiful. And I know today you want to expand upon that. Multiple forms of income to be exact. If we do want to reach out to you, don't forget, give us the website.
DarrylBumpassSenior.com, DarrylBumpassSenior.com, Darryl Bumpass across all social media platforms.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. All right, let's get started. What is the significance of having multiple forms of income? Why should we do this?
So it's very important. I think if not from the recession in 2008, if not from the pandemic, if not from the TV and film writers that are on strike, there has to be something that ignites a fire within you that's giving you these cues that's saying that you need to develop a multiple streams of income because of several incidences that has happened in our present and in our past. And trust me, there will be more things that will happen in the future. So I'm gonna digress just for a quick minute because there's something that's heavy on my heart. Earlier this past weekend, I was doing some retail therapy, right? I was shopping and at the store that I frequent at times. And while there, I was observing the interactions with the manager and his coworkers, his employees, or his coworkers. And I just found it very disappointing to hear the way that he was speaking to his coworkers. And I just want, if anyone is listening, that it is so easy to love. It is so easy to love. It takes a lot more of energy to be so hateful. Now, I'm sure he's not a bad person. Maybe he just hasn't been trained in the right way. And leadership starts from the top. So in hindsight, maybe I should have approached him. But in this day and age, not everyone is receptive to your advice, to your opinion. And you have to read the room, right? So with that being said, I want to say to everyone that try to treat people with respect, with humility, treat them the way that you would want them to treat your mother, your daughter, your sister, your sons, your husbands. Treat them respect, treat them the way that you would want to be treated, that you would want your family members to be treated. And what I wanted to say to anyone that's in position of authority, understand that these are your teammates. These are your teammates. Your family members are your teammates. Your friends are your teammates. These are people that are going to support you, that want to see you win. You have a common goal that you are all shooting for, the W, which is the win. Understand that the products that you are selling, the products that you have are not your assets. Your teammates, your employees are your assets. So what I got from that is that, again, he may not be a bad person, But because of the stress that he is carrying, he is screaming and yearning for a mental health day off. And a lot of people are in need of that right now, a mental health day off. Yeah. So I would suggest to anyone that is listening, take that mental health day off. You deserve it. Don't take it when it's a time when it's too late, like I did, and my face becoming paralyzed with Bell palsy, right? Help is available to you, and take that help. Take the help and take the mental health day off. And if you need some assistance in doing so, I look forward to hearing from you. And you can visit my website and book a life coaching session at darrylbumpassenior.com, or you can contact me all across social media platforms at Darryl Bumpass Senior. So let me get off my soapbox. That's just something I wanted to mention. And now we can jump into our topic, Jill. I just need to get that off my chest.
Well, we appreciate it. The importance of mental health, and thank you for sharing your personal journey and hardship with. But you are here to help people try to prevent this. And you're right. It makes me think. I work, and I stress. I'm so tired of run down. And to be honest, I'm off next week. I'm taking a vacation with my kids, but I really need to say to myself, like, I got the carpal tunnel now from all the typing, and I just need to take it easy. I
Yes.
want to go away and take it easy, and because I never do. So
Yes.
probably next week I can learn more about my own self-care and mental health as well. Thank you.
That's right. That's right. I love it. You are one of the reasons I smiled today. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that. So we're going to jump into our topic today, which is multiple streams of income. Now, I'm sure many of our aspiring entrepreneurs are looking to create passive income, multiple streams of income.
Yep.
Now, instead of getting all fired up and going to work for someone else and trading your time for a few dollars, and you want to be able to go on a beach and relax and drink a mojito and have money flowing to you while you sleep. I'm sure that's what all of us want. Yeah. The book says you need an income, not a job. You need an income, not a job, available on Amazon.com. Now, before we can reach that, to our listeners, you need to understand that it requires some sweat equity.
Yep.
It requires some time devoted to your idea, to your project, some time devoted to the work that needs to be done in order to get you to that beach with that mojito. So what I want to say is, first, here's some tips I would like for you to take in consideration. Protect your first income. Most people always feel that as soon as they're getting another business started, they can leave their primary. And that's so far from the truth, Jill. That's so far from the truth. Warren Buffett says the best business 101 is protect your investment. So your first investment is your first source of income. When I was building several companies, when I was working into telecommunications, that was my VC. That was my venture capitalist. It was a day job, but that was my capital money. That was my seed money in order that made it capable to develop new businesses, several new businesses. And that's why I was able to retire at the age of 51, a healthy young 51.
That's right.
So yes, when you create it, you start creating your multiple streams of income, start with one.
Yeah.
Start with one stream of income besides your primary. Start with one and then set a goal. Set a goal, set a timeline, set a destination. And try to divide it between your primary and your secondary, your passive. Next, after you do that, once you come up with the plan, once you come up with the idea, then comes the execution.
Yeah.
So you have the application, you have the execution. Now, I'm speaking to some people may say, well, that's not for me, Jill. That's not for me, Darryl. Well, I'm here to tell you that this podcast is for leaders in the present and in the future, such as leaders and future entrepreneurs, such as Jill's niece that we discussed in our previous episode. This podcast, this message is for the go-getters, the winners, such as Jill is. So here are several different multiple streams of income that you can start right now. You may say, I don't have the money to do these things. Well, I'm going to share several different incomes that you can start right now with minimum overhead. So the first one is what they call a company that is called a website that is called Peerspace. Peerspace allows you to upload your information, such as your home, and you can rent that out as a location for photo shoots, as a location for videos, as a location for commercials. So you have what they call what they call the location scouts.
Yeah.
And they're always looking for places that they can film movies, that they can film videos, they can film commercials. So you may have the right venue, the right place for them to use these, to use your space. So I would suggest that you go onto a Peerspace and put your information in.
And how do you spell that? A Peerspace?
Peerspace, Peerspace.
Okay.
Peerspace.com. And you can go there and you can rent out your space. That's another source of income. I mean, you may have a area in your home that you may not be using. You may just have a apartment that someone can use to just do a photo shoot. That's income.
You're right.
That's money in the bank for you. Right? So the next would be, I'm talking about renting things out or spaces out. People are now renting, it's called Rent-A-Yard. So they are actually renting their yard out right now.
I've heard about that. I'm getting a pool, right? So I was thinking maybe I could I'm not kidding. If I didn't know there's actually a website, it's called Rent-A-Yard.
Rent-A-Yard. Rent-A-Yard. You can rent your yard. You can rent your driveway. So someone could go in parks. Just to say if someone is traveling to out of town and they don't want to leave their car at their home or at the airport, you may live close to the airport and you can rent out your driveway where that someone can park in your airport at specific times.
That's hysterical. I love it.
Right?
Yeah.
That's just, again, making money while you sleep. The car is just sitting in the driveway and you're making money.
Amazing. Yeah.
Become an affiliate marketer. Another source of income, such as if we have this podcast and we upload it to YouTube, if we have partnerships with several different companies, once they apply or we apply their link to this YouTube, and several people are coming to visit or view the video, and they click that link, we will get a commission from the link and the product that they're purchasing. If you do that several times, or you have several people that visit your YouTube page and you're growing traffic, the amount of money you will make each month could be astronomical.
Yeah. Oof.
I suggest, I'm sorry, Jill, you was going to say?
No, this is amazing. These are great ideas that anyone could do this, because there's a certain, for everyone, every niche, this is it. These are great ideas. Rent a yard. I'm excited.
Rent a yard. And again, this is low overhead. This isn't costing you anything. Most of these sites that you can go to, or some of them even are free, that you can just go ahead and subscribe to it and put your information on there. And all of these things that you're doing, everything that I'm mentioning right now, the sum of it is ownership, right? Owning your own time, owning your own destiny, right? It's all ownership, financial freedom, financial literacy. This is what this all revolves around. So just to touch back on the story I discussed about the person in the store, you wonder why the phrase was coined, the Great Resignation. Because people are at a point where they feel like they're not being valued. They're not being seen, they're not being heard. So these are some multiple streams that you can start right now, start today. Another one would be, and I mentioned this some time ago, Jill, in our other episodes, that YouTube stream. Streaming live on YouTube. It's so easy. And what you can do also is that I'm not going to do all the work for you, but I'll give you some help. So here's the help.
Tips,
some tips, right? Go to YouTube and put in on the search bar, earn $500 a day. Earn $250 a day. There are so many YouTubers or so many people that are on YouTube that will give you several different places you can go to. Now, here's one. This is not so PG, so I'm not sure we can. So get ready for it, Jill. This is one where you have a company that will buy your poop. They will buy your poop for $500 for science.
Wow.
So you are literally ishing out money.
I love it.
And if you're not taking it to them, then you're flushing money down the toilet. But again, this is another stream of passive income. Something as simple as, not simple, but to someone that's an avid reader, to someone that loves to read, you have a proofreading, where you can go to a site such as Fiverr.com, and you can proofread several books or documents for people. Another stream of income, passive income. Another one I would suggest is a thumbnail. Let's just say people are creating their videos and their YouTube videos, and they need thumbnails. Again, you can go to several sites like Fiverr.com, and you will put your information there, and people will come and hire you out as a freelancer, as a subcontractor, or as a contractor. And they will create thumbnails for your videos at a reasonable price. So instead of being the end user, you can be the seller. So I really hope that people will take advantage of this information that Jill and I are sharing with you. I really hope that you take time and visit my website, darrylbumpassenior.com. Book your life coaching session at darrylbumpassenior.com, and invest in yourself and invest in your future by investing in my books at amazon.com.
Now, why you? Darryl, what makes you so special and unique? Tell them. I know your dedication, you're passionate, you're good, right? When it comes to, a motivation and a certified life coach, what would you say really makes you stand out? I could praise you, but it really.
Thank you, Jill. Thank you. Well, I would say for myself is that I'll just go off of what my clients say is that I'm a great listener. I'm a great listener. And my clients don't come to me for answers. They come to me to help them ask the right questions.
Yeah.
To help them ask the right questions. Why should someone book a session with me? I've been through trials and tribulations. I watched my father take his last breath dying from cancer. I looked in the mirror and I saw the left side of my face paralyzed. My mother battled breast cancer. I lost my best friend, my buddy, my English bulldog, Dutch, from stomach cancer. Who knew that pets get cancer, right? So I've been through some times in my life where I thought they were setbacks, when I thought that I was drowning, when I realized that that setback was just a setup for me to be here and to help others get out of their own way. And if I can do it, you can do it. The only difference between you and I is that I asked for help. I asked for help. And as I said before, the three hardest things for people to say is, I love you, I'm sorry, and the most important one is I need help. Help is available, my friends. Help is available. Get out of your own way. Get out of your comfort zone. Get off the struggle bus. Help is available.
Thank you. And how do we reach out to you again?
You can contact me at darrylbumpassenior.com, darrylbumpassenior.com. You can invest in my books at amazon.com, and you can find me across social media platforms at Darryl Bumpass Senior.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure having you here, and looking forward to the next time we connect. I'm on vacation next week, so I'm not sure if you're filling in with somebody else, but I'll miss you, and I'll be back soon.
I will be on the beach next week also. So,
where are you going?
Aruba.
What? Wait.
Mental health day off.
Wait, stop. You're going to be where?
Aruba.
What days?
But I don't want to say it here, but
I'm going to Aruba Saturday.
I'm leaving. Well, I don't want to say it. Are we still live?
Yeah, we're live, but I'm going to Aruba. Me and my family, we're going to be at the Marriott Surf Club. Come say hi. Okay. All right? Yeah, I'll be there for the whole week.
Okay, so we'll overlap. The time that I get there will overlap.
Oh.
No, I'll send me a WhatsApp email, and we'll talk.
Perfect. All right, sounds good. Oh my gosh, what are the chances? All right, I'm with my kids, but you never know. We can see each other in passing. All right, have a great day, Darryl. Bye. Oh my goodness, what are the chances? You're going to Aruba. I'm going to Aruba. This is so cool. Bye. Bye-bye. See you soon. Hopefully, Aruba.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
Mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house. And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.